Friends. Today's reading is from December 28th, Each Day a New Beginning by Karen Casey. And it is about going back to things that no longer serve us habitually. Yeah. Okay. The human heart dares not stay away too long from that which hurt it most. There is a return journey to anguish that few of us are released from making. Lillian Smith. As the sore tooth draws our tongue, so do rejections, affronts, and painful criticisms, both past and present, draw our minds. We court self-pity, both loving and hating it. But we can change this pattern. First, we must decide we are ready to do so. The program tells us we must become entirely ready, and then we must ask to have the shortcoming removed. The desire to dwell on the injustices of our lives becomes habitual. It takes hours of our time. It influences our perceptions of all other experiences. We have to be willing to replace that time-consuming activity with one that's good and healthy. We must be prepared for all of life to change. Our overriding self-pity has so tarnished our perceptions that we may never have sensed all the good that life daily offers. How often we see the glass as half empty rather than half full. A new set of experiences awaits me today, and I can perceive them unfettered by the memories of the painful past. Self-pity need not cage me today, and holy cow, is that a good reminder. And holy cow, why do we do this to ourselves? And it is habitual, right? It's our habits, and it's interesting. And you know, in the brain, they talk about neural pathways and these paths that we've, worn, that just where we go mentally. And I love the analogy of when we have a sore tooth or a sore, like I bite my cheek all the time. And my tongue always goes to it. And it's interesting because, I don't think pain is totally bad either. I really don't. I think pain is good, and it's a great learning mechanism, and it's something that has brought me to a point of surrender and peace. However, when I go back there unnecessarily, and when I live in that self-pity and that rejection, or the just the oh, it's no fair, I'm broken, yada yada yada. When I go there, when I live there, when I find myself doing more than just going by that sore tooth with the tongue, when I'm actually like hanging out in that, it usually doesn't serve me very well. But when I'm aware of it, when I notice it, when I feel it, when I discover, oh yeah, probably not a good idea. Okay, maybe I'll try to become ready to let this nonsense that I go to in my brain go away, because it's usually nonsense, and it's usually just a perception of something that I've experienced, that someone may have experienced the exact same thing that I was with, and it's totally different. But because I came with these glasses of, whatever experiences that I've had, I'm unable to look at it objectively, and I'm unable to learn about it if I'm going to dwell in the injustices of our lives, And it does take hours of our times. You live in that for so long, and you become so entrenched in, poor me, that it just wastes so much time. And I guess finally getting to the point where we're so tired of feeling that pain of that same recurring thought pattern, it is what allows that surrender and the growth and really the contentment and peace that comes with letting that go, right? We must be prepared for all of life to change. Our overriding self-pity has so tarnished our perceptions that we may have never sensed all the good that life daily offers. And I do believe that when I was so caught up in all of the bad, that the good was so out of sight, and it could have been sitting right there, and it usually was sitting right there. But for some reason I was unable to tap into that. And now today I may go to those habitual places. I may go to those neural pathways that I used to go to and spend so many hours in, but I don't spend so many hours anymore. Thank goodness I've learned. And I have these readings to remind me, right? I can sit here on a Saturday and say, oh yeah, maybe I've been doing that a little bit. Maybe I should stop it. One of my coaches, Diana, is so great, and she turned me on to this YouTube video, or this it's called Stop It, and it's Bob Newhart, and it's about him being in therapy with someone, and I'll put the little link to it in the show notes for this, because I will tell you what, that video is so true. We just have to stop it. We just have to shift gears. And one thing I talk about a lot is move a muscle, change a thought. Move a muscle, change a thought. I've learned that throughout these years. And when we do something different that we're not used to doing, our thoughts can change. So I encourage you to get out of whatever neural pathway that you've found yourself in for years or months or days, whatever it is, we can get out of it. And I encourage you to do that. And you're encouraging me to do that as well. So thank you. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for being a part of this journey and letting me share this stuff so that I can hear it and so that it can get into my noggin. Because God knows I need it. And I think we all do. Because this is just a work in progress, this life. So be well. Happy New Year if you're not on here before then. And think about some good change that you can manifest next year. I will have I'm going to have a free download for everybody about manifestation. A couple friends of mine and I have taken a whole bunch of these different manifestation exercises, and we've put them together and compiled them into something that we think is pretty cool, or that works for us. And I'm going to share that with all y'all, hopefully on New Year's Eve. So let's see when I can get it done. But be well, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Namaste.